Hi, folks. Dell and Pam Baird here, Team Legacy Pro Trainers. Hey, folks, we're going to go over a couple of the common tips on sign-up problems. When you're signing up somebody, there's a few things that happen sometimes, and we want to help you to avoid that.
Right. This is a very easy process. However, you have to make sure every T is crossed and every I is dotted whenever you do it. But whenever you go to sign up and you enroll under us, you want to go to itsagoodlifeusa.com, and you're going to notice our name and our phone number and our email address up there, so you know you're on the right page. You hit the Enroll Now button, which is right there on the right-hand side, and you come to a page that says Choose Your Path. Now, right here, you're going to see 3 squares, orange, green, and blue. And the one you want to hit, I'm just going to move us over just a little bit. Okay. The one you want to hit is right here, Enroll Now and Earn. So when you click on that, this is what you click on when you become an IBO, an independent business owner. All right. That's what you need to go into. And then depending on if you're from the United States or Canada, you click on the appropriate flag, and we're going to click on USA. And that brings you to the Enrollment Wizard. Okay. This is where you choose your package. You can choose Starter, Silver, Gold, or Platinum. And go ahead, I'll let Dell talk here. This is the Platinum. Right?
Well, we want you to come in at Gold or Platinum. That way we can get you a legacy tree. And, you know, for the cost, guys, it's one time. It's a one-time fee of $199. And you know, your website's $39 a month, which is going to help you to make money. If you just see in the front of our website, you can opt in to get that little digital card. So you can just send people to your website. They can get a digital card. They can activate that card right there and also be introduced to the business automatically just by sending them to the website. So.
Right. But to be qualified for the legacy tree, which is one of the most important factors in this business, is you have to be gold or platinum. So that's why we highly recommend you come in as a gold and platinum member.
Absolutely.
Okay. So we're going to select, we'll just select gold because my little screen's over there. So
I wanted platinum. Why couldn't I be a platinum member?
You can upgrade. That's another good thing. Okay. You can upgrade. You can come in as a gold, and then you can upgrade later, and it won't cost anything more. You just pay the difference. So
okay. Well, why don't you just come in as a platinum just in the beginning and get it over with?
Well,
that'd be the smart thing to do.
That's true. Why don't you?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, guys. So this is where you're going to enroll. Okay. Step 2. This is the enroller and package information. This will be our information. So you want to make sure that it has our name and our IBO number, which is 11323, email, phone number. What the packages that you chose will be right here, and this will be the price that you pay for that package.
Or whoever you're enrolling under. Make sure their information's all correct.
Right, right. But we hope that it's our information.
Absolutely.
Okay, so right here, you have 3 choices to get paid, 3 ways that you could get paid. You could do direct deposit, you could do a check, a physical check that the company will send to you, or you have the option of going by the Hyper Wallet, which is right here. And there's a setup fee for $4.95. And what happens is your money goes directly on this Visa card, and it is available immediately, or you could just transfer it to your bank account. So that gives you a lot of flexibility there. So if that's something that you want, you would just click your yes button right here in order to take advantage of that. Okay?
Yeah, and folks, if you're using a smartphone, sometimes to sign up, you know, sometimes you have to turn your phone sideways to make sure you see all the buttons.
Right. Yeah, that's a good tip. Turn your phone sideways. Okay. All right, now we are in the personal information here. If you are a company, you can click right here. Most people come in as an independent business owner, but if you're a company, you click here, put your company name, and then the rest of it is pretty obvious. Make sure you have your first name, your last name, your phone number, What else do we have? Your email, confirm your email. And then when it asks for a username, when we came in, we just used Dell's first name. So that was the username. You can use whatever you want. You may have a favorite that you'd like to use for different websites. So
and make sure you write your username and password down. Put one in your wallet, stick one in the refrigerator. Just remember it.
Right.
That way you don't have to call support.
Right. You'd be surprised how many times we have new sign-ups and they'll call us and they'll say, I can't get into my back office because I don't remember my password or my username. And at that point, we have to direct them to support. And support is very, very good at helping you out. But if you can avoid that step, just by simply writing down your password and your username, by all means, just go ahead and do that.
But we're still going to get to one of the biggest tips here, one of the most common mistakes here.
Right. Now, right now, though, for your website name, most people...
This is one big common mistake right here.
Okay, go ahead, Del. You can explain that.
People usually, if you don't tell them or if you don't direct them, they're going to space it. And what we tell people, if you don't already have a domain name from one of the big domain companies, then just put your first and last name. No spaces.
Right.
Can't
For
have any
example,
spaces.
mine would look like this. Okay? And that would be my website right there.
That would be your temporary Goodlife USA website name.
Right. So just put your first and last name if that works for you. And then once you're all set up, we could go ahead and help you. Del was very, very good at that. He can help you get a domain name and actually show you how to point it to your website. So it's very, very easy.
And, just say, if you want to use your name, we'll go for Pam's name, like Pamela Baird Travel or, Pamela Baird Global Travel, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then when someone goes to your website, that's where you're going to point them, Pamela Baird globaltravel.com.
Right, right.
But for now, just throw your name in, then we take care of the rest later.
That can be changed at any time. It's just temporary. And of course, we already talked about this, your password confirmation. Make sure you write that down. I know you'll think you'll remember. You would be surprised that you do not. Okay, your billing address. You want to put in your street address right here. And if you live in an apartment building, you need to put that apartment number on address 2. All right, this is very common mistake that most people make, and it can mess things up a little bit. So it is very important you put your street address right here in the address, and then for this address 2, you put your apartment number. If you don't have an apartment number, just leave it blank, obviously. But yeah, that's one of the common mistakes.
And while we're going through this, a 5 or 7 minute sign up process can turn into 25 minutes when you're making mistakes, because they might have to start over, and we don't like taking up anyone's time. So we're going through this to show you, and here at the end where Pam's going to show you is one of the most common mistakes.
Right. Okay, obviously your city, your state, your zip code, you fill that all in. And we'll continue down here. If your billing address is the same, you can just click this little box and it fills it all in for you. If it's not the same, obviously you'll have to go in and fill that in as well, just like you did on the top. All right, your credit card information, the card name. This is where you put Visa, MasterCard, American Express.
Not your name.
Not your name, no. Or not, your bank name or whatever it might be. Visa, MasterCard, American Express, okay?
And then check and double check your numbers.
Mm-hmm.
That way you don't have to keep going back and fixing something.
Right, and when you type in your card number, you don't have to leave any spaces. Just type the number in straight. No spaces needed. And then, of course, your expiration month and the year and the CVV code. The security code. Can't forget that. It won't go through unless you have that. And then it makes you go all the way back and you have to start all over to figure out what you did. Okay.
Another common mistake here. Most folks want the physical cards when they start out, because your physical cards cost more than digital. Your digital cards are only going to cost you 7 cents each. So most people opt in to get the digital by mail. So if you want digital, make sure you click that first box or that first circle up there.
Right here?
Yep. right there.
This is not digital. This is physical.
I mean, yeah, physical.
Yeah, yeah. Folks, by default, it automatically hits the digital, all right? But if you want the physical ones like Dell was talking about, you need to manually click this button right here. If you do not do that, it's going to send you digital codes. And if that's what you want for internet marketing, that's fine. If you do a lot of social media, Craigslist, Facebook, things like that, that might be okay, and that might work for you. But most people like to start with those physical cards that you can actually hold in your hand and give away. So,
and the only reason we're bringing that up is because, we've had, in the past, IBOs a little upset. They said, well, we've been waiting for our cards. We don't get new cards. And it's like, well, they should have sent them to you.
Mhm.
It takes 5-6 days usually,
Right.
even if that. And then they're calling support. Then we find out they hit the digital cards instead of the physical cards. So make sure you hit whatever you want.
Right, and once you hit that submit button, you cannot go back and change it. So be sure you know if you want the physical or the digital, you have the correct one check. Okay, here is the biggest common mistake whenever people are signing up. And they call me and they say, I don't know what's going on, it won't go through. Do you see this? Most people will just hit submit and think that's the end of it, and it's not. Do you see this? It's click and agree to terms, conditions to proceed. That is clickable link. You want to click on that, and a whole new window is going to open up. Okay, so you see all this? You must, I'm going to move our camera down. Okay, you must scroll all the way down to the end of this agreement. And you can read it if you want to, but, you have to scroll down all the way to the end. I'll take it down a little further.
Pull your side down.
Oh.
Sideboard.
Duh. Thank goodness I have him. He's so smart. Okay, so whenever you get down to the bottom of this agreement.
Computer classes start tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be there. So you get down to the bottom of the agreement, and then there's this little wee box down here that says, I have read and agreed to these terms and conditions. You have to check that little box. You will not go anywhere until you check that little box. So when you come back to this screen with the submit button, you have to make sure this little box is checked, okay? If it is not, check it, all right? So after this, you are ready to go. You hit your submit button, and then at that point, everything goes as it should. It would say, congratulations on joining Goodlife USA, and you'll get your IBO number, and it invites you to sign into your back office immediately. You can do that.
Right, and it lets us know when you're signed up correctly. And this is why we're doing this, and we're going to put in the description, watch till the end, because this is the end of the video.
Mm-hmm.
But this is one of the most common mistakes. They'll turn, like I said, a 7-minute sign up into 25 minutes.
Right. And it's not hard, as you can see, but one little forget, and it can turn into, like Del said, a 20-minute sign up. And it is instant. It is real time. We help people sign up all the time, and as soon as they hit that submit button, our phone dings, because it's like, congratulations, you got a new member in your team tree. So it's really exciting. That's a nice thing that they have. And but that's about it. I just wanted to show you how to sign up. If you have any questions, or if you're ready to come in, you want to join under us, Team Legacy, Del and Pam Baird. We're the #1 pro trainers, and you wouldn't be sorry if you join under us, because we will take you by the hand and we will show you the way.
That's right, guys. And or whoever sent you this video, or we're all a big family here. But we'd love to have you on board. So, do your research and come on board. It's an exciting time to be involved in Goodlife USA with everything that's happening with this powerful, powerful company.
Yeah, fast growing. Lots of things happening. Okay, I guess that's about it. Del, do you have anything else to say?
That's it. We'll see you guys.
Okay, God bless. Enjoy your day.